All right, good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you're here. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader, Forex trader, here to help you understand the market from an Elliott way perspective. And man, we've got some difficult movement of the market. I tell you what, it is a big I don't know burger at some level, guys, because there have been a lot of wicks that seem to invalidate counts of mine and just wave action that I just cannot make sense of completely. But what I want to do this morning is just kind of give you the best sense of what I have, just so you can understand where I'm thinking market's heading. We want to be watching out for a reversal and a bull move to the upside. We also want to be watching out for another move to the downside. And so, yes, today's video, it could go up or it could go down. I am no I do not have any kind of foresight. I cannot tell you definitively where it's headed. However, I could try to show you some clues from the market that can give us some inclination as to where price is headed. And I'm seeing a couple clues today that are very important, and I want to share them with you. All right, so let's start with Ethereum this morning as we jump in. Don't forget, this isn't financial advice. Never is it financial advice. I'm here to share with you how I look at the market personally, and if that helps you, fantastic. But do not make trades solely off the information you get here. Please do your own due diligence, and remember, your trades are your own. With that being said, let's jump in here. All right, let's see here. We're in Ethereum right now, and want to talk about the major count that I see here so far of this structure right here. Without looking at the major count here, I'm thinking this is a W, an X, and a Y. We have a I like that better than an ABC because I'm not finding 5 waves here, or a structure that's going to make 5 waves here. It looks more like a 3-wave structure there, so therefore I'm calling this a WX and a Y. We've got a triangle here in the middle, A, B, C, D, E right there, and now we're getting we have a 3-wave move for a W. We have a 3-wave move that we're finishing up for an X, and we should be getting a 3-wave move down to the downside for a Y soon today, sometime today or tomorrow, probably. That'll get started. If I had to guess, it may come on down now and begin coming on down today. Oh, excuse me. Very sorry. So yeah, I'm thinking right now we're coming down here, even though we've had this big move to the upside. The way I count that little corrective structure here, I believe this is a corrective structure. We'll know soon enough. But right here, there's a triangle. So this is one of the things that's got me believing pretty strongly it's a corrective wave here. I've got this little triangle right in here, and it kind of constrains me. That's either got to be a B or an X wave or something like that. Okay, it can't be a 4-wave because it's not in the position of a 4-wave. So it looks like to me we've got an A, a B, a C. And then we've got a 3-wave to the downside, and we might have another push up to the upside unless we've gotten it already. Yeah, that could be a 3-wave right there. That could be a 3-wave complete, but I wouldn't put it past another push to the upside potentially. I'd like it not to. I'm in a short position in Ethereum, and I would like it not to go up. But if it does, I'm going to be ready to cut that trade, especially if I'm wrong about this being corrective. So if that's not a triangle and my interpretation is incorrect, then we may have an impulse on our hand, though I don't know how to count that. It's some kind of a leading diagonal maybe, but yeah, I just don't like it at all. But yeah, that's what I would be constrained to do there. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. So if that's the case, guys, if we got a leading diagonal here, then what we've got on our hands, something like that, and that triangle is the second wave and the third. It just violates too many rules of the leading diagonal, particularly that the 1-wave is generally larger than larger than any of the other waves. And the other problem I see is I don't have 3 waves here in the first wave. Excuse me. So that's a troubling. I have a hard time, but I'm trying to look at that impulsively if I can, and so that's a possibility. If this comes down here, this could be an impulse wave right here, and if it is, that would be the 1-wave of the 3rd wave. We should get one more push down. We got an A, B, C. Once that comes on down, we should get another move to the upside, and so we got to watch out for that scenario. So I want you to be aware of that. However, Let's talk about that's the bear scenario where that's a leading diagonal. We got a two wave, and then we're going to head on up again. That structure is very difficult, but we'd get something like this, and we'd be breaking out to the upside, and I don't know how far that would go, but keep in mind we would be heading up into the near the $200 range. Okay, if I had to give you a projection here, let me try to give you a projection to the upside. If we made it that high, where would we be heading? You can see how we've already hit the one-to-one extension almost. We might have to come up here to the one-to-one 186. If it's corrective, we could come to 188 here. If it's impulsive, we should be hitting 191. So if this becomes an impulse wave, should be hitting 191 or higher. 197 would be likely based on the size of that wave. So if it's a bull move, expect Ethereum to get up here to 197 at least, and then possibly one more push higher even than that. If this is corrective, it could be finished now. We might have one more push down and a push up to the 1-to-1 or the 1276, this trend line right here, and then we go down from there. So let's watch that structure. If it's corrective, let me just kind of get rid of all that. So there we go. So if we're dealing with a corrective structure, we'd be dealing with this. Boom, boom, boom. Could be finished. Or we got a three wave here, got a three wave there. We're going to get a three wave like that, and then we come down. So those are some possibilities as well. The final thing is, we could just be coming down, so watch out for that. Okay, so that's Ethereum, guys. I do have an overall target here, looking at the 1 hour. Down here somewhere around the 167 mark to finish this WXY. If that would be a 1-to-1 extension of this structure that I have here, 1-to-1. So we're looking at that. Okay, all right, let's talk about Bitcoin as well. Let's jump into Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's a big I don't know burger as well, except I've been counting it right now as a big ABC with this as a ending diagonal, 1 2 3 4 5. It looks like we've got three waves here in the fifth, which is what we're looking for, but daggone it, it just I don't like the shape and the wave count, so it's really challenging there. Shape and wave count is really troubling in this area. But of course, that's what the market makers. You'll see we've got straight down, and then we sideways, and then up and down, and there's just a bunch of flats in here. Let me just show you here. We just got look at the movement. Look at the movements. That's been ridiculous here. We've got up, we got a spike up and then down, then back up again. We got a spike up and then down. There's just a lot of, market makers know that there's a lot of sellers and buyers looking for reversals here. And so basically those spikes up entice buyers while the spikes down entice the sellers, though the movement is to the downside. So it would make sense to me that these spikes are designed to mess buyers up more than sellers right now. They're selling into the buys. Now this movement up to the upside today and yesterday, is certainly giving me pause. I'm like, well, we're at a reversal area. This is a critical junction of the market. I'm really pausing here. I'm watching this trend line right here. You can see that trend line. If we break out of that trend line, it's going to be a big deal. So we're going to have to watch that. Well, here's my problem with it. I just want to share with you. I'm seeing this right here as a flat right now. If that's a flat, then we've got a three wave there. Oh, let's try again. We got a three wave there, a three wave there, and then we got a five wave there, and we're finished. Unless we got one more little push up, then down. And I say that a lot, but sometimes it's hard to see a wave finish. I was expecting another push down here with this wave, didn't get it. It decided to go on and finish. Okay, so I'm not very happy with the way this is finished for sure, because it's just really been challenging and hard to track. So this could be this structure right there could be a flat. Let's zoom in a little bit and see it. Okay, so we've got our three wave, a three wave, and now we've got an impulse wave here. Looks like it wants to maybe come down. I'm not sure. Looking at the 2 hour RSI, we haven't broken through. Let me look at the 2 hour RSI with you for a second. Still in this kind of a channel here. Sorry about that. Let me get that. Let me just show you the RSI here. Get it to a color that's you can see better. There we go. All right, so you can kind of see we've been ranging within this channel. We got this touch, this touch. We're almost ready to touch this last one here. If we get a touch here, and then bounce back down. But we did bounce off the median line here, so it's a possibility if we see a RSI breakout to the upside. We were oversold here, right in this region, so we could get a breakout to the upside and then move on up before. So that's a possibility, guys, up or down. I'm just telling you, up or down is the direction. So we have to really, really be careful and watch here. Let's see if we have any divergence here. Generally, you do have divergence with a flat. That's going up. That's going. There is no divergence there to speak of. But it is a strong move to the upside. So we'll have to watch. We'll have to watch and see what we're going to get there. So be ready for a move to the downside to about the $8,200 region potentially. 83 to $8,200. Be ready for that. Be ready for even as low as 78.50, guys. There is support down there, and if we get down there, I'm going to have to revisit this entire structure and say, okay, what is that? I mean, what is it? This may not be a wedge at all. It just may be shaped like one. May not be a wedge, especially if it breaks down out of that. If it breaks up out of that, it's looking really good to be a wedge. So right now we're looking good to break up unless this is a flat. And if that's a flat, then guys, be careful. We're going to come back down. So watch out. Be careful. And let's look at Litecoin as well. Again, now Litecoin is broken out of this bottom channel here. We broke out of it. So that gives me some pause here to say, hey, that's something to really pay attention to. Making sure I drew that channel. Yeah, that channel's drawn pretty decently off the two touches there and off the top, and we've got maybe squinch it right there. Perfect. So yeah, we have broken out of that. This was not a triangle, even though you see this trend line there. That's just another upward. So I'm seeing another channel here. So we're staying within the boundaries of that. We could come on down here, but it might be more likely that Litecoin is gonna move on up. And if that's the case, does that tell the tale for Ethereum and Bitcoin? There's always one that doesn't fit my picture as I try to seek correlation, and that's what I'm trying to do as I look at all the charts. I'm trying to seek correlation. Is there something that's they're all doing that I can kind of pay attention to? And so, guys, those are the things I just wanted to highlight to you. I'm not here to tell you where it's going. I don't know where it's going, but if that's it, we could be getting a three-wave move here. We got. Three-wave move here like Ethereum with Litecoin. So that's a potential here. I don't have a good beat on this count. I tried last night very, very hard in the live stream, and you can watch that last night to figure that out and couldn't figure it out. And so I'm having a hard time. So right now I'm really just constrained to watch the market and see what extra information comes my way after church today. After I meet with my church, if there's any information that might be helpful, I'll bring it to you. I might do a live stream this afternoon if we have time and if the market warrants it. If not, guys, I'm not planning on doing a live stream tonight again unless we have to. I did a 2-hour live stream last night, 2.5 hours. I was pretty tired, but if there's anything that demands information, I'll try to get it out to you. Okay. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget the God who made you. He's worthy of worship. And so I'm going to go meet with my people as we discuss the glories of God today. I hope you do the same as well. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.